Hello and welcome to Highcast. Today we got a game for you from UGC North American Steel Blue Division. It's a team we've seen before. It is Agua Ruim versus Absolutely Greater Than You. Agua Ruim, of course, in the blue, and then we got Absolutely Greater Than You in the red, and a bit of a rhyme going on there, yes. And here we go on to the middle fight here, as we are seeing Absolutely Greater Than You building a level 1 sentry before it gets immediately destroyed by a sniper. And then he's going to rebuild it before it gets immediately destroyed once again. So no more metal for that engineer, as both soldiers are on the roof trying to contest this. And it seems like Red Soldier would come out on top of that with a little shook action there with his shotgun. Unfortunately gets taken out by Mr. Funds, taking down shook. So as of right now, the roof is uncontested, but this Devilman is going to make a little jump here, jumping over here with his pink hat. Going to be contested by this little demo pyro here, as the crits has gone off with this on this heavy, but Scout is bothering the medic. However, the Scout gets repelled. This pyro unfortunately gets blown to bits by a crit. Not a crit sticky, but a sticky regardless. And it looks like Absolutely Greater Than You absolutely came out on top of this engagement. However, the medic for Agua Ruim has full Uber in just a few percent. There we go, teaming up with his heavy. And Sniper gonna be using that Girardi action with their heavy. I'm gonna be moving up here. Fairly pink team here we've seen today so far. And they can really push through here, but I guess they want to have their Devilman with them at this point in time. So there's a bit of a firefight going on here, trying to contest this area. Looks like Absolutely Greater Than You have absolutely contested this area as of right now. This engineer is being really far forward. Here comes the enemy push. Crits is popped, but Uber beats crits any day. And this heavy is just going to chew through, and they've gotten the enemy heavy, and they've gotten the enemy medic. Not, because he's still alive. He's in the red. He is somewhere. Where is he? Well, we see Mr. Funzer taking out a soldier, as well as they are taking back this little connector area here. And let's see. Oh, there's a Scout on the medic, though. Oh, and the pyro as well. This pyro is using the power jag. He's using the set that makes him run faster, but be more vulnerable to bullet damage. And unfortunately, heavies kill you even faster as a pyro. So we see Desert Dweller X2, Absolutely Greater Than You, building a little teleporter here as he's teaming up with his team. Medic has survived the Uber, and Ubers are fairly even right now, but M. Bison loves, what is it? M. Bison loves onions. Has the crit, so he will have the Uber slightly before Red Ebb does. But Heavy goes down to some crit action here as a spy. Looking mighty fine with his regular Invisiwatch, I think. Yeah. So we got Shook here. Soldier testing the middle point here, as there's some kind of a back cap going on, but that got shut down. Our slider not going to be able to do anything with that, as he was taken out. And this guy is running, yeah, Cloak and Dagger, so he's going to be camping around here, and and he's just going to stand there. Alright, so we got the Sniper, Gwar, looking for Scrim. Going to be fine. The Spy has been moving around. He's still cloaking, though. He seems a bit uncertain of what he wants to do. Uber has been popped for Agua Ruim as they move forward with their Pyro and the Red Medic. He is still alive. But there's Devilman behind them. Ooh, Devilman takes him out. Nice little sticky action there. As the Pyro's in Girardi, Sniper's after him, but a little compression blast denies that little chase. However, the Engineer is still with him. Pyro grabs a health kit. And I was going to go for this Engineer here with this Postal Pummeler and gets the Engineer, but unfortunately gets taken out by the Scout. So we got T-Virus from Absolutely Greater Than You. Absolutely going to take a lot of bullets there and jump away. You're using the AV Pierce arm, or AW Pierce. Chuckwagon. Oh, Chuckwagon being in a really good spot here. If he just at any point in time just decloaked, yes, he goes in, and what does he go for? He goes for nothing, unfortunately. As War, the Sniper for Agua Ruim, takes us down the Devilman from Absolutely Greater Than You. Nice little pick there. Oh, spy action here going on, but gets caught out, unfortunately. So both spies being a bit unlucky this game. Haven't really gotten the stabs they need to do. Still, this area is the battle zone. Right now, Red Team has the Uber, but you really want to pop that on Demoman because it's a lot more damage. But here comes the Demoman. Eventually going to be joining up, but I guess they are just going to go with the Medic. Nice work there by the Soldier, taking out the Medic, denying that Uber. Because keep in mind, when you use the Kritzkrieg, you do not stay invulnerable. And now there's a bunch of red players that are dead, so if blue at just any point in time just ran up to the middle, they could contest this, and that is what they're gonna do. But there is a level 3 here, and that is gonna die right now, actually. Yeah, nice spot there though. Surprise sentry, gotta love that. Teleporter is up, the heavy's using the Fists of Steel, but just melee him. He will take so much damage. A nice little robot action there. Keep in mind the Fists of Steel does make you take less damage from range sources, but melee does so much damage. Like a melee crit does like 390 damage per shot, so it's pretty insane. And now it looks like Agua Ruim is finally putting on the pressure. Back once again, taking on the middle point here. They have their power classes together. The rest of the team will follow them shortly. Scout joining the fray. They're going to be moving up. Are there any sticky traps? Oh, that is so sneaky. That is sneaky, Mr. Demo Man from Private Parts. Yeah. So a bit of a heavy engagement here. Let's see if the sticky traps plays any significant role. Nice Girardi there. And the Demo Man doesn't. Well, they're going to capitalize it. No, they're not going to capitalize on that. And the medic is still in Girardi, but nobody was really there to capitalize on this. It's a bit unfortunate right now. So it looks like Agua Ruim is a bit uncertain how high they want to push this choke here. They have an Uber, as does the red team, no longer running crit. So it's going to be regular Uber versus regular Uber at this point. Choke here, just poking and prodding. I really like this play. Here comes the Uber pop. The red team pops first. And the Pyro is really going to deny this heavy from doing what he wants, and that is to get in position. And counter Uber has been popped on an engineer of all things. And this heavy, oh, the heavy's actually on the high ground, and then he gives up his high ground advantage to jump down and get this medic, cleaning it up. Blue medic still alive, and a bunch of players for red team are dead, so absolutely greater than you. Absolutely not greater than the blue team right now, because they're getting slaughtered. So we see Agua Ruim here putting on the pressure. Soldier bombing in, tries to get something done, but you know that anti-aircraft gun from the heavy will just shut you down every time. Mr. Funds here, leading the team, throwing a sandwich to his teammates. He's going to be doing the little trick, which is to throw a sandwich and then pick up a small ammo kit, and then like you replenish it, so you kind of swap out the ammo kit that's there. Okay, Rick doing a bit of denying action here on Desert Dweller. Gonna be building stuff eventually. There we go, building a dispenser. Sentry's only level 1. It's on the high ground. It's actually in a spot where can get sniped from the door. Yeah, you can actually get sniped from the door. So not the best of spots there. I want to move it slightly to the right to get maximum ownage here. Oh, nice work by the blue engineer here, having the teleporter up already, and that is just going to help them keep up the pressure so much, because you can just suicide in players left and right. And here comes the push. They pop the Uber. Don't want to drop it. That is a nice choice. Better too early than too late. Sentry here taking a lot of fire. Eventually goes down. Soldier goes down on the point. Scout pressuring the enemy team. Soldier. He goes down. The heavy comes through here and just going to chew through everything as they have their medic and heavy alive. The Spire, though, in a really good spot, and he gets the heavy and the Pyro. Will he get anything more? Well, they're putting on the pressure, and wow, that was a nice little push there by Agua Ruim. Or Agua Ruim. So let's go over the red team. On the red team, we have the medic, Bison Loves. We got the Pyro, OK Rick. We got the engineer, Desert Dweller, heavy, namely Bubs. Private Parts, the sneaky sticky trap user, Demo Man. We got Shook on Soldier, Nyko on Scout. Here comes the Squirrel Squad on Spy, and we got T-Virus on Sniper. And on the blue team, we got War looking for Scream here on Sniper. We got Chuckwagon. Yeah, Chuckwagon on Spy, Bry on Demo Man. We got Cantido on Soldier, Slider on Scout. We got Redev on the Medic. Agamemnon on Engineer. Booty Ninja on Pyro. Mr. Funds on Heavy. And that is the team. So in this middle fight, we've seen nothing so far. This Spy here is going to be using his revolver to try and take down the Sniper. Unfortunately, he gets blown to bits by a scattergun, because if you shoot people, they don't get blown to bits, they just die. Uber is popped here on the heavy once again, pushing forward, and yeah, they get the middle point. There's a Spy behind them, though. Where did he go? Here comes the Squirrel Squad. Where is he? Here is... Oh, yeah. He's way behind them. He can be in a really good spot right now. Oh. Oh, do they know he's here? Yeah, they know. They absolutely know he's there. And he is just going to stand still here, and the Demo is going to be joining the fray. And he should really be attacking when they're busy. When they're going through this choke, yeah, they have this little connector area. They're going to be pushing up here. and absolutely greater than you in a bit of a bind here. This engineer is still showing off his golden bot killer weapon. He's going to be building a dispenser. Yeah, I love this play. I love building the dispenser first. It's going to help out so much later. And actually give the medic a little break. It allows your team to be a lot more aggressive with just having that dispenser up there. So you got T-Virus here taking out Bry, the demo man, with this little angle here. So he is actually shutting down this little area all by himself, and then he decides to give it up. I'm not sure if I agree with that play, but you definitely want to just keep that door. They have the crits though, and the thing about crits is that you don't want to stay around and just wait, because the longer you wait, the more can go wrong. And here is some crit stickies. Oh, gets the soldier and the medic goes down with that crits, and as does the Delman and medic, so they unfortunately die in the process. So a bit of an Uber equalizer there, killing each other equally as well. Level 2 sentry is up. We got Chuckwagon here running the Dead Ringer. He's in Girardi, and he's going to be forced to fall back. And he is... depends how much they're going to chase this. Yeah, he has a mini sentry, and that's going to stop down any chase that's going on. Mr. Bison, M. Bison loves onions, still on the crits. We have the other medic. He is running regular Uber, and the crits will finish a lot sooner than the regular Uber, so let's see if they're able to capitalize on this time and not die. Yeah, here comes the Girardi. Hits the demo man. Heavy is in a really good spot, but unfortunately being pressured by rockets and bullets and sentry fire and all that stuff. And this all comes down to engagement. Who does this? Blue has, of course, high ground advantage, but they're the ones that have to push, but they will be the ones invulnerable. So it all comes down to, does M. Bison drop the crits, or do they kill everything? It's kind of a do or die situation where they will either do really well or do really bad. So here comes the crits on a heavy, and he starts to chuck away, but it's only him there, and he doesn't really crits the demo man. He doesn't get a single crit sticky out, and kind of messed up on that part, so a bit unlucky there. Not getting that proper engagement because the heavy was all by himself, and the blue team just focused, fired him down. And now they have Uber, and they have their heavy classes alive, so it will be which door they're going to decide to attack through just at any point in time, just whenever they felt like it. They can just go on the high ground and do a lot of damage, but still they're waiting, and M. Bison's going to have crits again if they don't hurry up. Anti-aircraft gun plus rockets equals you are super dead. As we're seeing a bit of passivity here. This little dispenser really going to help out with the spam and give the medic a little break, like I've said before. Dispenser for red team is still up behind the point here. Here comes the Uber finally. And if they don't kill the medic with this Uber or the demo man, they're going to be in a lot of trouble here as the heavy goes down. And this push has been really unfortunate. Sniper here with the Bushwhacker gets the pyro, but they lose their medic. And here comes the counter crits. Crits versus Sentry. There's actually no one here. Well, it's a soldier that the spy is gonna die to, and kind of both teams dropping the ball here. Neither team really coming out on top of their Uber. It's just because their other team was dead, they're allowed to push. And then we got Cantino here on the roof, holding it like a boss, doing some rockets, but eventually it's gonna be forced away from this other soldier. Or actually not, the dome is going to jump up again, and once again we see that absolutely greater than you has pushed back from second point. Demo man jumping in here, some pipes going on, but doesn't really connect with anyone. It's a bit unfortunate. Mini sentry going down is going to help deny this scout here from doing any kind of scouty business, flanks and the such. And we see the momentum gradually slipping away from red team as blue team gains momentum. They get their footing up. This demo man in a really bad spot right now. If he would just stay on the log and just lob stickies over, that is what he should be doing. Here is the crits though, coming up, and he gets, the heavy goes down. Okay, they got a heavy with that crits, and they have their own heavy alive. And the blue team doesn't have their pyro, which means they can push around corners a lot easier, because he can't be there to compression blast and deny them. Soldier here giving the medic a really hard time. He is really in the red, and there's just so many blue players that are dead and just respawning. So they should really just push this really hard, and that they're doing eventually. Absolutely greater than you. Coming back into the fray here. Eventually, the scout here tries to get something up, but unfortunately there's just too much red here. And blue team have their Uber up, and M. Bison will have it eventually. Is M. Bison still running the crits? I think he is, because I don't think he died. Yeah, they're still running the crits. Crits popped on the heavy here, but the counter Uber will absolutely destroy them, as this heavy is surprisingly still alive. And he escapes? What? A bit of a mistake there for Agua Ruim to allow them to live. So that's a bit unfortunate. Pyro takes down Engineer Soldier, jumping around, actually getting Agmenon and Gwar, some more NG mini sentries or snipers for blue team for a little while, and that gives the Reds a bit of breathing room here, because if the sniper is down, you can peek a lot more, you can see what's up. You don't have to worry about those headshots as much. Cantino being a bit unlucky here, trying to get something done like bombing the medic in here. They will have the crits again, and only half Uber. Here is the crits. Popped not on the demo man, but on the heavy instead. And nice little scout work there by Slider, taking out the medic. Just figure out, yeah, well, the counter to crits is just to, at any point in time, just kill them. And that is what they've been doing. Nice scout work here we see in this game. This scout here being on fire, but eventually gets taken out by this Pyros. Pyros are good at denying scouts to move just because of that compression blast thing. And this Pyro's days are numbered, man. He goes down, but not until he Shook gets a nice little face stab on... Chuckwagon gets a nice little face stab on Shook. So a bit of an engagement where everybody died except the Spy. So Slider here putting on some pressure on the Spy. That's putting on some pressure on the Demo Man and the Medic, but he gets taken out. So Redev here about to have an Uber just any second now. There he is, he has the Uber, but no one to really pop it on. He has a Demo Man, but that is simply not enough because the numbers of the opponents are just too much. They have a level 3 here though, so absolutely greater than you. Absolutely do not want to give away this point at any point in time. That is what a level 3 means. It means like, well, this area is ours, you're not coming in here and we're not going anywhere. Scout here pressuring this teleporter is going to be killed by this Pyro, because Pyros are good at killing scouts, given the range being in the Pyro's favor. So we're seeing a bit of a little choke action. Oh, nice stickies here, hitting a lot of people, but here is the Uber pop, and the Pyro is dead. He's going to be working away at this sentry, and this sentry took up most of that damage, allowing, or rather denying the blue team getting into the position they want to be. Here's crits popped on the heavy, though, and he just juiced through everything. And people are just dying left and right. And a bit of a back cap going on here for red team, as only the last point is open right now. Who is going for the last point? Is there anyone going for the last point? This point is open. No? Or here comes the scout, a bit late. He's going to be battling this Pyro, and he starts to cap on the point. And then the response comes in, and this scout is going to be shut down. But nice work there. Putting on the pressure, making sure they are forced to stand back. Oh, here comes the Spy. Here's the Spy. Do they know he's here? I do not think they know he's here. They have absolutely no idea that the Spy is here. And as soon as absolutely greater than you decides to attack, this Spy is going to decloak and go for either the medic or the heavy. That is what he's doing. He's just going to wait here, being completely cloaked here. He's a bit out of position. So it all comes down to how absolutely greater than you engages this. And here they have the crits, and there's actually no defense here. They're only up top, and they have the crits. And this heavy is going to die really quickly. There's a lot of blue coming in here, but eventually, absolutely greater than you takes it up 1-1. So let's look at the private parts rollout, as he didn't really jump, so that was unfortunate. But he's going to jump this time. Yeah, eventually getting there. Eventually. He's going to be using another sticky, jumping out. I guess he's going for a slower rollout by having more health. He has a festive minigun and a robot following him, and here comes the sticky going up here as we have, well, he's actually in a good spot to do a lot of sticky damage here. Soldier jumping up on the roof here. He's going to be not contesting that as he falls through the roof, and he's like, yeah, totally, man, dude, I just want to cap. Gonna jump on the point once again. Nice headshot by Gwar, taking out the scout. Soldier jumping around in the fray. Mini sentries are up. I think that absolutely greater than you are using that, and Naiko saying something in Chinese. T-Virus here, nice Girardi. Does it hit anyone? Just the engineer, as he gets taken out by a mini sentry. So T-Virus a bit unlucky there. And Bison back on the crits. This RDev is eventually going to start killing people as well. Going to be taking out this teleporter. And we have a bit of an engagement going on here. We have the blue heavies just shooting at each other, and then both of these deciding just to not engage anymore. And we are seeing, yeah, blue team contesting. Agua Ruim running further up with their positioning here. They're going to be poking out on this door here, but you got to be careful. The sniper's not watching though, and oh, nice heavy action here. Actually going to be able to nearly take down half the health of this heavy before he gets healed back up to full health once again. So it really comes all down to the engagement of how blue team decides to do this. Crits has been popped, and this is going to take out this heavy. No. Well, heavy goes down to body shot from Girardi, so nice work there. There's a Dweller X2 rocking his swag little golden pimping wrench. That is the wrench of pimps. And just hanging out there back in the base. Heavy is in Girardi, takes a bit of a damage here from the Pyro, and he's going to go down. And the Soldier for blue team times out, unfortunately, so they're only 8 at this point in time, so we might be seeing a pause here pretty soon until he reconnects. So we have, here comes the Squirrel Squad. Oh! Did the Heavy see him? I don't think he's... Oh, he's going to be using the Ambassador and then decloaking. Oh, not in the best of spot. Here we have a pause. And pause is over as the player is currently reconnecting. They're going to be 9. Yeah, they're 9 now. And the HUD is unfortunately not messed up, and we don't have a TF2 on ice as we usually do. So we just need to see this spy here. Very sneaky in the back of the base here. Comes the Squirrel Squad. Oh yeah, he's going to be going for it pretty soon as we see Agua Ruim putting on the pressure here. A couple of guys down for red team right now. Some bullets coming out of this little hole, shooting absolutely no one. Nice headshot there by Gwar, taking down Bubs. No more heavy for red team, and that is one of the picks you usually go for and then you push. That is usually how it goes in Highlander. You wait for a crucial pick, and then you just go in at any point in time, just attack before he is up again. You see this little sniper dot on the wall? Oh, hits him with a nice body shot, leaving him at 24 health. And there's a bit of a backup going on. I'm guessing that's the spy. Yep, he is the one putting on the pressure. And actually, a lot of players just goes back to handle that one guy. So that was a nice little distraction there from the spy. The Soldier here having the high ground, hitting a couple of rockets where he needs to, but then gets forced away by this Demoman and the Stickers, and they have the Uber. And just at any point in time, they could just attack, just whenever they felt like it. They could get forced into an Uber by the Soldier. No, the Soldier's going to be denied by this Pyro here. And Uber is popped for blue team inside the garage, and M. Bison is going to have Uber right now as well, so now counter Uber has popped, so they have to out-survive this. They're going around this left-hand side here, but the sentry is up, it's level 3, and it's being wrangled, so no way are they going to be able to do this. Soldier jumping in here into the fray. Isn't able to really get anything. Spies and Girardi. And once again, Agua Ruim's attack kind of failed. A bit of a lacking execution there. Waited a bit too long. Before they went in, they could just, you know, they had the power classes together and they could have made a push. Soldier takes out the private parts with a nice little rocket here. As he is going to be forced to fall back by this Heavy and his anti-aircraft gun. And Heavy pretends he's a sniper. He is on fire as well. Bubs taken out by a nice headshot there, courtesy of Gwar. Sniper from Agua Ruim, as Cantio takes out T-Virus, so no sniper for red team either, so that's going to give Gwar some room, some breathing room to take his time and align his shots and not really being pressured if he so desires to do so. Let's see, Gwar yet taking up forward position here. We got Chuckwagon here. He is in position to sap the sentry, and here the sentry actually goes down. He doesn't really need to sap it. The medic saw him decloak. It's gonna nice trick stab, backstab there. That was actually not a face stab. Actually got around behind the medic, and he dropped the Uber, and that just gotta feel so bad for M. Bison, and so good for Chuckwagon. As Agua Ruim captures the second point, and if they just decided to go for the last point, they could have it. Scout comes on here, should just put his feet on the point there and start capping it. Blue team rushing into the fray here, being supported by this Demoman. There's a level 1 being wrangled here. And the engineer goes flying. Demoman gets taken out, and once again, a bit of dropping the ball on the last attack there. I mean, they had everything in their favor, and somehow it just dropped. They just weren't getting on the point and stacking it. If I were to give like any pointers of what they didn't do that they should have done was get to the high ground on the back of the point. If you can get a red player, there we go. They could have gotten onto the point here at the back and done a lot of damage, especially their heavy. And I think if they did that, they would have gotten the point, no problem, easy operation. But unfortunately, they didn't, so they're gonna have to go in with another Uber. And right now, red team are just waiting for Agua Ruim to attack just at any point in time. So absolutely greater than you. It's going to have Uber as well, so it all comes down to this engagement. It will be interesting to see what way they decide to go. Looks like they're going to come from the up top area. Scout doesn't really want to go out. Uber is popped. The heavy does a bit of a mambo jumbo here. Medic gets stabbed in the back and goes flying. Counter Uber is popped, and this push is going to get thwarted. They tried to get something done down in the spawn, but they get taken out. Medic's on fire. He's surrounded by red guys and gets taken out. Nice little hole there. Pyro goes down, though. So there's been a fair exchange here, but Red Medic is still alive. M. Bison just being alive and not dying, and that's going to give them the Uber advantage. They need to push out. And as of right now, there's a Sniper here using the Huntsman of all things. Not the best of choice there. He's covered in Girardi, going to throw Girardi, hit 2 people, and then actually getting the demo. Sniper versus Sniper, Bushwhacker action there. War coming out on top of that one. And this Scout checking away at this Demoman. The Demoman is like, I hate this wall! And then he gets taken out by a Scout. Bit of smack talk going on. Nyko actually building the Uber here with the Boston Bastion. You don't usually see that in Highlander, because what you can do is instead of building, you can kind of poke and build that way by having the enemies shoot at you. That is a little risky, but it works. You can definitely do that. Okay, Rick, you're gonna be falling back. Scout coming around, our slider. Bothering the Devilman once again. It's like, yeah, I remember what happened last time I battled that Scout. I'm not gonna do that again. Scout on Scout action in the house here. Uber pot for blue team as they're pushing onto the last point here. They're stacking it. Counter Uber is pop. Medics on the point here. Would love to see an Uber saw here, but it's not gonna be enough. And Agua Ruim taking it up to 2-1. So we are going to be looking at the Brycam this round, as he is going to be running out here. Currently rocking the Paint Train. Interesting choice here. Guess he wants to be a bit more of a capping power. However, we got to be careful about those sentry guns and stuff. And he's opting not to jump. He's actually just going with the Medic for kind of a slow rollout and helping the Medic build Uber. And it's actually working because M. Bison is actually 20% behind, and they're not even running crits, man. Soldier on the roof here for absolutely greater than you. T-Virus takes out Chuck Wagon. He thinks Chuck Wagon is actually still alive because that was a dead ringer. Soldier versus Soldier action on the roof here. Still, Red Soldier is on the roof, but he is taking quite a bit of damage here as he eventually goes on to a little bit of a sentry fire from a mini-sentry. As we see Agua Ruim here getting a nice little position here, and they seemed a bit uncertain of if they want to push or not. They have the Uber, and they can just, at any point in time when they feel like it, just go for it, just whenever they so desired, but they're opting to play it very safe. They're currently, you know, in the lead. They have 2-1. Here comes the Spy, though. T-Virus with the headshot on War. And this Spy here realizes you can't actually jump that barrel.
Race barrel.
Yeah, you can't jump that barrel. Soldier on the roof here, gonna be taking out this mini-sentry. Spy's like, I wanted to sap that, but I can't. Then Engineer gets taken out, and finally we see Red Team just holding the middle point here, getting all their classes together, and Blue Team is just missing as this Scout is being burned to death by this Pyro. And for some reason, Agua Ruim just decided to hold this upper area, this connector area, and that's going to be really tough to push here now that they have Uber as well. However, they don't have a Spy, but the Red Team does. Well, he actually has a Spy, but he's dead, so it doesn't really count at this point. So let's see where Red Team opts, of course, which is absolutely greater than you, are absolutely at any point in time just going to push, because they have the Uber, they have absolutely everybody alive. Devilman doing a bit of a crouchy, jittery action there, like many players like to do. Some Spy back in the base taking their attention, which is good, I guess. Sniper here is going to be not healed up. Sniper versus a bunch of guys goes down. Soldier tries to help him out, but they lost the Pyro. Here comes the push, though. Counter Uber popped. Blue Soldier goes down, and let's see if this Blue Heavy is able to clean it up. He is, but he hasn't seen the Soldier. Uh-oh. The Soldier is going to take out the Heavy. Shook. Takes out Mr. Funds. Bit of a mistake. They're not checking your back, not realizing that. Desert still rocking that bot killer thing and having level 2 sentry, so having a bit of a strong defense there. I really want to see a surprise sentry where he just moves up to level 3 and it just kills everyone. Comes another push here, and I think this is the reason why you should be aggressive and not be so passive, is that you just allow the enemy team to do whatever they want. And that is halftime. And we are back with the second half of Agua Ruim versus Absolutely Greater Than You. Currently, Agua Ruim 2 points, Absolutely Greater Than You only 1. So let's see here. Let's look at T-Virus Cam. The sniper with the AWP. Is it genuine? Yes, that is. So he pre-ordered Counter-Strike Go, and he should really just take his time and take out the heavy, not bother with the sniper. This is what you see a lot of snipers mistakes as we try to talk in mid-sneeze, which can be pretty hard to do. And he just shoots to shoot, he doesn't shoot to kill. So he should have taken his time, charged it fully, and gotten the pick on the heavy instead of just doing that quick scopey action, not really killing everybody. And yeah, oh, bushwalk action, gonna work on this demo man. Body shots him, and he gets taken out by a rocket. And M. Bison loves onions. He loves having that Uber. He doesn't love dropping it, even though he dropped it once to a spy already. Currently not an Uber yet, but now they have for Agua Ruim. As they're gonna push up here. Nice spy stab there. But here comes the Squirtle Squad, making him drop, giving the team the advantage they need. And yep, here comes the push. Definitely some communication going on there, as they're just going to go in there and absolutely destroy the blue team. Agua Ruim doesn't stand a chance. This Uber has been popped for some reason, and they're going to go up here and do a ton of damage here, contesting this middle area. Might be a bit of a back-up going on there, but you know, Desert Dweller, he is the guy who stands up back in the base. Nice headshot by Gore, taking out the heavy. He's really slowing down their push. There's a back-up going on here, and it looks like it will be stopped, so at this moment it's all up to this Demo Man and Medic. Demoman is not running the paint train though, but they get the middle point, their team gets the forward spawns, and let's see if they are going to be able to hold this as blue team. Agua Ruim, bit uncertain if they want to attack or not, a bit of uncertainty. They put some point on the cap time on the point, but then goes off, and then the medic joins up with the fray, and they're just swarming the point right now. And the spy here unfortunately misses a couple of stabs and then pummels into the ground, courtesy of a scout and a shotgun, just shooting him in the legs, making you fall face flat in the concrete. Heavier, really 50 health, that's all he has left. Anything could kill him, and anything is also guns. Demo Man here getting a couple of kills as well, taking down Bride. Demo Man takes on the other Demo Man in this little choke area. So it all comes down to the engagement from the red team. Here comes the Uber popped on the Demo Man. Pyro following. I would really like to see the Pyro gets closer to the medic. There he is. Girardi on the heavy. And the Demo Man just decides to kill them both because he's like, if I die, I'm taking you with me. And Gwar there with the headshot on Shook Shook, leaving the medic only alive to heal the scout and the Pyro. However, Gwar is still alive, and where the hell is that guy? He is, yeah, still here, is in the middle, gets ambassadored to death, double headshot. Courtesy of the spy here. Chuckwagon here, gonna be, oh, the heavy hurt him, man. If you decloak, that makes a sound. He turned around, counter the spy, ain't gonna happen. So we got Agamemnon gets brutally murdered. So they're moving into the middle point here. Once again, Soldier tries to get something done, gets the heavy with a little help from his Demo Man buddy. I think Sniper here really out of position, is going to be burned. He's going to be taken out by this Pyro, being burned to death here. And blue team defending the point as they can't really cap it, and Funds times out. And now we have a pause. And the pause is over, and we got TF2 on ice here. This is Engineer is holding his shotgun in a very peculiar way. Pyro opting not to move his legs or take any shade. As people are rejoining it, and the HUD is currently behind. So both teams are in 9, even though it looks like they're both 8. Everybody is alive, and you can't really see the Uber advantage, and that requires... Oh, Soldier goes flying! Courtesy of Pyros as he takes down the dispenser here. Pyro gets taken out by the scout here, and then the scout dies. A bunch of bombs coming in from the left-hand side there. Gwar with a nice little headshot takes out the Demo Man. He throws Girardi, and then he's going to be forced to retreat here. So T-Virus. Straight back and forth here. Uber popped for blue team. Currently on a demo man. Only hits the sniper. That is gonna battle it and spawn before he dies. Well, that was an engagement, I guess. Didn't really go that well for Agua Ruim. They've been a bit unlucky with their engagement. Nice direct rockets there by Candido. Unfortunately, being really low on health, and you can't really do much when you're a soldier and you have low health, but the medic is alive, and if he just at any point in time doesn't act like a dog and just looks up, because we know dogs, they don't look up ever, he would have gotten some health. But they still have the point. The other team hasn't been able to push out the medic at 27. Let's see the enemy medic. They have a chuck wagon timing out again. Some technical differences. So once again, we're back. The sniper holds the rifle really wrong and then gets killed by the other sniper because he actually holds it correctly.
Our control point is being captured.
This T-Virus is battling this demo man. It's going to be forced to fall back. Currently, TF2 on ice is really great. We have the demo man getting brutally murdered by a sentry. Scout on the point denying any kind of capture here. Is going to be putting on some pressure on this demo man before he gets taken out. We got Booty Ninja here with the middle, nice little flank here. Pyro action using the reserve shooter. And then he is going to get a little help here from his medic, barely surviving that, so that's a nice little medic play there. We got Bubs. Moving up. And Pivot Parter lobbing out some couple of stickies, holding his grenade launcher really wrong. Heavy and stuff are up top. Unfortunately, didn't go for that sticky trap, unfortunately. Medic is real low and goes down to a roller. Drops the Uber. Spy with a nice little backstab on the soldier and the demo man and the soldier cleaning everything up. And that is going to allow them to push onto the middle point as there are a lot of players dead for blue team. Demo man being a bit overeager here, but they have their medic with them, so you don't need to be careful when you have a medic with you, do you? Guess not. Nice backstab there by Chuck Wagon, taking on Bubs. That is a nice little pick they need in order to defend here. And finally, the HUD has catched up to us, and we see that the red medic is in the lead in Uber, but it's only by 20%. So you need to be really aggressive and really capitalize on this in order to be most efficient with this kind of Uber lead, because it's not that significant. You need to be build fast and give the other medic a hard time. As T-Virus is being pressured by the scout, he's going to be taking out Slider. Actually, not sliding anymore, I think. Yeah. We hear a charge is ready for red team. They could just at any point in time just attack, and that is what they're gonna do. But without the medic, I guess. Yeah, here's the medic Ubering the demo man. The heavy decides, no, I'm not gonna join that attack. Stay back in base. You know, if you just attacked, you could have gotten everything. Just saying, Bubs. Bubs. Being a bit passive, costing his team the push. And then he's going to be taken out by this other heavy here, so he would have died. Anyway, he just delayed his death and wasn't able to do anything. Nice little zap here. Sentry level 3 gets taken out by courtesy of Sky and Demo Man, both fairly good at taking down engineer equipment, as soldiers eventually decides to go on the roof and join this Demo Man using the pain train, and then gets taken out by Slider. Slider doing a lot of work here. T-Virus, can't really get anything done. Chuck Wagon here. Decloaking, but there's actually no one around, so he's just gonna cloak again. And Bison here with the full Uber once again. Only half Uber for the other team, so any point in time, you know, just whenever you feel like it, you can just, you know, attack. Yeah, here's the Uber pop, and then the heavy's like, yeah, okay, invulnerable, better attack this time. Bubs, the passive heavy, gonna be denied by this little pyro here, and then get brutally murdered by the other heavy who has superior positioning than Bubs, unfortunately, and that is hurting them quite a bit here. As you can see, Bubs not doing so well in the points area, even though he's a heavy and he should be getting most of the frags. Usually, it's a medic demo heavy should usually be on the top most of the time, unless it's like a sniper map and the sniper might sneak its way up there. Or if the enemy team doesn't check their backs for spies ever, then the spy might be up there as well. Demo Man with a nice direct pike there, taking on, having a nice little sticky trap here as well. Is anyone going to go in the sticky trap? I want to see some people run into the sticky trap. Bunch of spam coming up here. Oh, here comes Pyro! And he gets the demo. He's actually detonating it a bit too slow there, but nice sticky trap. Got the kill, got the job done. Nice work there, Mr. Private Parts. Pyro coming in from the side here. The heavy, check your back at any point in time. You can just, you know, bit of unlucky there. One thing you should really pay attention to when playing heavy is that if your medic takes damage, just turn around and kill whatever is killing your medic. That is my advice to you, because it might be pretty important to keep your medic alive. And there's a nice little annoying midi-sentry's like, yeah, I'm shooting. I'm a midi-sentry. Let's watch the sentry cam. Beep, 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 and then he gets taken out. But he was annoying. He was definitely cost efficient, and the heavy actually down to only 100 health from a midi-sentry. So he certainly did his job. And blue team puts on the capture point power. Gonna be pushing up here. Scout here, Slider, he's been doing surprisingly well. What we see in doing the flanks here, and it's just gonna cap the point almost all by himself. Definitely got a lot of time on that point. Engineer tries to, yeah, I'm a scout too, and then he gets brutally murdered. This is gonna really force absolutely greater than you on the defense here, because you know when there's this much time on the point, you can't afford to not stand on it. You can see everybody's just clustering around the point, and what do you do when people cluster around the point? You throw Jiraiya and then you tell your Devilman to just go kill everything. I'm really hoping for a nice little Jiraiya throw from the window here, as we're seeing absolutely greater than you. Absolutely defending this. They have the level 2 up. It's on the high ground. But, you see that? You see that? That's a spy, man! And he goes for the medic. And he unfortunately doesn't do anything because he runs in front of a soldier. But he is now dead. Unfortunately, midi-sentry comes up and he's like, yeah, I can do really well. But unfortunately gets taken out by sniper immediately. Both teams have Uber. It all comes down to how Agua Ruim tends to attack this. And what we've seen before is they kind of drop the ball in their offense. Let's see if they can pick themselves together here. I guess, oh, soldier comes in here. He's going to try and force an Uber, but unfortunately doesn't get the job done, and he's going to go down here. Oh no, he's going to escape with 1 health. 1 health. That is all he needed. They have a lot of power classes together here. If they could get their pyro, that would be great, but they really have, yeah, here is the pyro. They got everybody together, and is there a sticky trap? Yeah, there's a sticky trap at the window. Oh, there's a sticky trap at the window. Just any point in time, you can jump out this window, guys. There's, oh, here they come. Heavy's taking some damage. Anyone going to go through the window? Uber is popped, though. Oh, it's soldier go. Oh, yeah, he gets blown back, and the sticky trap didn't go off, but here is the Uber push here. Counter Uber popped. Pyro just pushing everybody off the point. And wow, nice little stack there on the point. Getting a lot of time here. And who comes out on top of this one? The heavy is alive, and Agua Ruim takes it up 3-1. So that was a nice little hole there by absolutely greater than you, but unfortunately it wasn't enough. So let's watch Mr. Funds Cam, the guy with the pink beard, the deer specs, and the police helmet, the copper's hard top, yeah. As he is gonna be running very strangely out to middle here, and a scout and action going on here. Devilman on the right side, fairly standard spot to be in at this point in time. Heavy took a bit of damage there, as the other heavy is fairly late. Oh, headshot from Gwar, takes down the medic. He is dead, as you can see, doesn't move, and he's laying on the floor here, so nice work there. Chuckwagon gets Nico, stabs a spy. And you know, jumping doesn't save you, because if it's not the sniper that kills you, it is someone else. So Gwar here being a bit of forward position here, he's probably gonna melee this sentry. Yep. Not the best of choices, of course. Meleeing a Wrangle the sentry gun is probably the worst possible thing you can do, unless you have the Homewrecker and you're a pyro. And your name is Huey Lewis, maybe? And we see Desert Dweller here, still running his swag golden bot killer here, as we see absolutely greater than you, putting on the pressure on the point here, gonna be capping it, and you really don't need a lot of people capping the point. You should just at any point in time just go up. You don't need to cap this. And he's like, you're Bubs. I'm Bubs, I'm Lumberjack, and I'm okay. I cap old point and I kill all day. I don't know, something like that. Takes out the sentry, and then takes out the teleporter, and then falls back at full health. They seem to be a bit unsure where they want to go. Oh, it gets the Devilman. That means no more sticky traps, and you can easily go around corners. The only thing you have to worry about is pyros. and you have full health, you can take a lot of damage, man. If you just at any point in time just decide to go around the corner, you could. I mean, you could. But it doesn't seem to want to go that way. Pyro here, gonna be peeking around, putting the heavy on fire, just being annoying. And here comes the demo. It's a bit of a stalemated situation here. Nobody really wants to attack. Blue team is like, yeah, we're just gonna wait for them. Red has Uber though, so you know they could just whenever. Just whenever, you know, really, they just could if they wanted. They could just go. It's like this entire time. They could, but because they waited. Blue team has their Uber, and they can defend how they want. Maybe even push. So this passivity, you know, when you're behind in points, really is just gonna come around to bite you in the ass, and that is what we're gonna see here coming up eventually. I think that Agua Ruim is actually gonna push out and take back the middle point. That is my prediction. Of course, I might be wrong. But that doesn't happen very much. Finally, they decide to push with the Uber. They could have done this ages ago. And then they're like, oh yeah, shit, they got Uber, okay, well, we dropped the ball on that one. Heavy is out of ammo, thankfully, and he's gonna be bringing out the gloves of running urgently. He's like, I can't do anything! Guess I'll punch you! Come here, soldier! Come here! Oh, punch him! Punch! 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 Yeah! Getting him! Yeah! Gloves of running urgently, fun fact, doesn't do jack shit worth of damage in punching. And if you're a soldier and you die to gloves of running urgently punch, you might be reconsidering your profession as a soldier. Well, I had a rocket launcher, but then he had like these really soft gloves, and then he killed me. It was tough that day, but thankfully, thanks to Desert Dweller here, even though they thwarted their push here and kind of dropped the ball on that one, like I said they would, the blue team wasn't able to push out because of this level 3 sentry. So thanks to Desert Dweller, he's like, well, if you guys mess up, I am here to pick up the pieces. Howdy, partner, I'm from Texas. Uber is popped once again. They have the Uber, the enemy team does not. A bit of a better engagement this time. The sentry goes down, Heavy is dead, and they didn't really do anything that time either. I mean, they got a bunch of players, but they lost their Uber advantage, and now blue team is going to have Uber as well, pretty much at the same time, because it looks like M. Bison is slightly better at building Uber than Red Dev is in this matchup, on this map. T-Virus goes down, and Bison here loves onions, apparently so. And we're having a really bit of a stalemate situation where nobody really wants to attack, even though they could, just whenever they felt like it, they could. So we have Agua Soldier here. No, he's not even gonna poke, man. You gotta poke. Just look out, shoot a couple of rockets. Yeah, like this. Yeah, that's a nice poke. Yeah, keep doing that. Like, just shoot rockets, shoot some stickies. Don't commit. Like, don't commit. There's actually a level 1 going up on the roof there, and for some reason, I guess the engineer lost his loadout, or something. He doesn't have a hat, so that might be very suspicious. So here comes the soldier once again. Let's see if he's able to get something done here. Yeah, hits the medic a couple of times. If you just continue shooting rockets up there, you can actually force the medic to pop the Uber. But he doesn't. Finally, here comes the push. It's going to be Uber versus Uber. Red team pops first. Soldier's going to jump up and not even force the medic, as the soldier just gets taken down by Mr. Funds. Counter Uber popped, and a bit of a bad engagement once again. And this medic's going to escape, and so is their heavy. But they're actually going to put some time on the point here. Whoa! Bit of a backup going on here. You got to get your ass into gear if you want to stop this. Uh-oh. The scout, what are you doing? You got to run to the last point. Oh, who's on the last point? Who's on the last point? There's a Devil Man with some stickies on the point here, and here it comes. The Devil Man gets taken up by a medic. Well, shit, that didn't go too well. I was hoping for like an epic backup, but they just didn't attack. So that was a bit unfortunate. The scout was like, yeah, I capped the point, better run into this container. Is essentially what he did. I think he died too. I was hoping, like, you know, when you cap the point and you have like the majority of the enemy team behind the point, you just go for the point, man. You just fucking go for it. So here comes the Squirrel Squad. He's in position. It's gonna be decloaking whenever the push comes. Keep in mind they can't see him. He's just hiding in the corner. And I guess they're waiting for Uber once again. Seeing a bit of a stalemated situation here. Now here comes a sniper up top. He's being pressured by a scout, and the scout's going to take him out. Nice work there by Nico, taking out the sniper. T-Virus gets a headshot on the pyro, and that's actually going to slow down the push quite a bit. The counter push, I mean. So where is the spy? Did he decloak? Yeah, he's somewhere. All right, yeah, he got the sentry, and so much red, and absolutely greater than you gets another point. So that was a nice push. Nice work by them. Dropping the ball a lot of times, eventually getting it in the final push. So that was nice. So let's watch the T-Virus cam, the sniper cam, as he runs out with his AWP. Actually, let's watch the other sniper this time. Let's watch him. Where is that other sniper? Yeah, here he is. Gabor looking for Scrim. Yeah, he's been getting some nice picks in the beginning. And he can just charge up that shot, and he sees the medic, he sees the enemy sniper, and gets the sniper. So now he can just take his time and shoot. Just take your time. Just take your, yeah, that's it. Take your time. Get the shot. See the medic. It's okay. Take your time. Don't worry. You got this. I believe in you. Don't bother with the power. Okay, if you didn't shoot the power, you could have killed that heavy. Just saying. Just take your time. Okay, heavy jumps, and then gets killed by nothing. He's still alive. Don't make it killed. Just respawning. Almost got the medic here. Feel the pain here. You've gotten so many shots off, and now the enemy sniper is back in. You know, jumping won't save you. Goal will just shoot you in the head anyway. Missing the medic. God, dude, this is horrible. You know this feeling when you're nice there, finally getting the drop on him, and he's like, "You fun? That took fucking ages." And then they lost their heavy in the process, even though they had the Uber. A bit of a sloppy work there, and then the sniper goes down, but he did his work. Truck wagon here, going into the fray. Devilman being Ubered, shooting some bombs here. Oh, it's a sentry. That takes exactly 2 stickies to kill, only level 1, because he only has not that much health. Oh, big 10 health. 10 health. 10 health. Gonna be, actually, yeah, 10 health. Attack, of course. That's gonna get this help from his medic buddy, camping the middle point here. Cantito on the roof here, doing a bunch of stuff here as R Slider puts on some pressure on the soldier, but he's actually gonna survive that amazingly. Let's get Buddha Ninja here, calling for medic, and let's see what kind of push Agua Ruim is gonna go for this time. They could just go and push, because as you can see, there's only a demo man here with a nice little sticky trap. I like my sticky traps, man. What is the engineer carrying? Yeah, he's carrying a level 3, I think. Sticky trap gets detonated. It's a level 2, so that works. They have a teleporter going up, so the engineer's really doing a lot of work. Spies on the middle point here, doing a bit of a back cap action, but eventually gets shut down by Bubs. Yes, so here it comes. No, he actually escaped, so he's just. Alright, capture the point! Yeah! Capping it. Oh, spy! Cloak. Oop. Oop. There's no spy here. You can just go do other stuff, Scout. You can just. Oh! Shit. Yeah, but he's not here, man. You can just go. You can. This is actually a really nice spy play, getting the scout to just stay around and just watch the point, not having him do the flanks. So in the meantime, we had Chuck Wagon getting the stab on Bubs. He is going to be spying it around here. Oh, he's decloaking. They didn't see him. They actually didn't see him. And he's in a really good spot now to do something. He's standing on top of the crate. Oh, this is the time to strike. This is the time to strike. But he actually heard the spy. He zaps the sentry and sentry goes down from a knife actually, and does a bit of a matador corner flick, whatever stab, and gets the engineer. And Agua Ruim puts on the pressure. This one spy is not going to be enough. It's currently ×6 on the point. The soldier jumps away at the point here. And they're going to be moving up here. Cantito going through the window, no sticky traps. This spy is on the left-hand side here. He's going to be taking out the sniper. Down he goes. No more sniper for the Reds, which means their sniper is going to take the time they need. However, their medic is not alive, and M. Bison is building Uber. And level 1 sentry just going up here for the defense. Bry here could potentially do something, but he is really low on health, so he really needs to fall back. But he's the kind of guy who's like, as long as I have more than one, I am fine. The scout here, if he just shot the demo once, he would have died. Bit of a sandwich throw there, I think, or an arrow. Anyway, getting killed there. Slider taking a couple of hits there. Gore taking down the other sniper, so Gore in a good spot. Let's see where he is. Oh, he's watching the point here. I love this sniper position. Oh, hits the engineer, taking him down to 59 health, but it's not enough. The other sniper. It's like, yeah, nice body shot. Oh, yeah. Body shot's all you need, man. He died anyway. You actually took the time to stand in spawn while you were alive and type that, so I guess he's done his job. So T-Virus here, gonna be missing the headshot. And seeing the other sniper jumping and doing the crouchy business, which he of course thinks saves him, but actually doesn't because he's been killed 3 times so far. Spy here, Chuck Wagon. Just distracting them. Unfortunately gets taken out in this push here. It's gonna get saved because Red just has so many people alive. However, they can't really afford to walk off the point, because if they did, that scout would actually have capped it. So they're gonna start the counter cap now and start capping it back. The spy's on here doing some work, and I think he will, yeah, he'll be shut down by this powerful duo. The sniper is out as well, throws Girardi, hits the demo man. The scout's gonna be chugging away at this demo man in Girardi and gets him. Nice little work there.
Teamwork.
With the Girardi and the shotgun, and eventually we're going to be seeing Absolutely Greater Than You getting the back the point here, but I think you're going to be seeing a recap fairly quickly. No, okay, Absolutely Greater Than This actually going to hold this. Oh, Spy! Spy! Nice pyro work there, denying that Spy. If this pyro weren't there, this Bubs wouldn't be alive. He wouldn't be alive, so he could not attack if he was not alive. And this heavy is going to go not down. He's still alive. Bubs here taking a bunch of damage from the Demo Man. Demo Man goes down. Sniper throws Girardi. Doesn't hit anyone. Bit unfortunate there. And now it looks like Absolutely Greater Than You. They have the momentum. There's a bunch of dead players for blue team. Uber is popped. Soldier battle on the roof here.
Finish him.
Nice little sniper spot there by Gore. I don't think they've seen him yet, but now the Doman definitely has seen him, and he goes down. Nice little work there. T-Virus sees the medic, doesn't hit him, and then falls back at full health because, you know, if you have full health, you don't really need to fall back unless there's an immediate threat of you dying. So you got Cantito, of course, like I'm gonna whip some fat ass Russians back into shape here eventually. So he's gonna be rocket, not gonna be rocket jumping. Okay. He's gonna be working away at the Spy here. Gets the Spy. And both teams not running mini centers at this point, so that's pretty funny. Both engineers running regular miniguns, sentry guns rather. Miniguns is what this guy's carrying, even though it's pretty big. Scout here gets launched up to the heavy and just dies immediately. So we're having a bit of a stalemated situation here. Right team has Uber, and they're gonna pop it. And they're gonna go in and try to get something done. The sentry, level 3 is there. This heavy should work at the sentry. A bit of a slow reaction time there, and there's a bunch of bombs, and he goes down. However, M. Bison is still alive, but Red Dev is gonna have Uber at any second now, and they have their demo. As long as he doesn't die, they'll be fine. They have their heavy and they have their demo, and then here comes the counter push. As long as the heavy doesn't die, yeah, here is the push. They're fine for now. Uber is absolutely reliable, at least for the medic, because you are alive forever. This Pyro tries to do some concussion blast action, slightly stalls him. Oh, he's in a really good spot. He's gonna get the medic. He is gonna get the med. No, he's not gonna get the medic because he didn't use the extinguisher, and unfortunately, he couldn't get the job done. Ooh, how unfortunate. And we have T-Virus here, low on health, but he doesn't fall back.
Somersault.
It's heavy. This Pyro does a little somersault when he gets shot in the head. Grabbing a little bit of health. Things are starting to stabilize once again. We got Aqua Red on the defense, and we got Red Team on the defense. Of course, absolutely greater than you. Not putting up as much pressure as they should. However, there's a Spy on the point. Just putting on some pressure before he gets brutally murdered. Bit of an engagement going on here. Heavy's on top all by himself, gets taken up by rockets and bullets. And Sniper is really overextending. It's gonna jump, and he is gonna be dead as shit. So yeah, once again, jumping doesn't save you at all. Actually, if he didn't have jump, if it like, it actually takes longer to jump strafe and then strafe than it just takes to strafe without jumping. So if he didn't jump, he would actually not have died. Fun fact. see Gwar here. Oh, there's a heavy. Just shoot a body shot on him as you fall back. Gonna be throwing the Girardi, hitting. Oh, nice Girardi there, getting the soldier. But then the other soldier kills the Demo Man. And it looks like, yeah, this is gonna be GG. Currently only 18 seconds left in the round. So there's not enough time to cap this. There's 10 seconds left. And we see Seeing Virus just trying to, yeah, gets the headshot on the medic. That's a little nice way to end it. 2 seconds left. 1. Stalemate, but actually the final scores were Agua Ruim 3, absolutely greater than you, 2. So Agua Ruim, it takes the round. So if you have a game that you want me to cast, send that to highgpstf2@gmail.com.